short Rashida Tlaib video on voting uncommitted. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, Michigan primaries are happening today, and some in Michigan have decided to take a message to the Brandon regime. Rashida Tlaib is manning the helm here, and urging others that are going out today to vote in the Michigan primaries to go out and simply vote uncommitted.
Everyone, it's Rashida. I was proud today to walk in and pull a Democratic ballot and vote uncommitted. We must protect our democracy. We must make sure that our government is about us, about the people. When 74% of Democrats in Michigan support a ceasefire, yet President Biden is not hearing us. This is the way we can use our democracy to say, listen to Michigan. Listen to the families right now that have been directly impacted, but also listen to the majority of Americans who are saying enough. No more wars. No more using our dollars to fund a genocide. No more. So please, take your family members. Use our democratic process to speak up about your core values, where you want to see our country go. I know taking my first-time voter, my 18-year-old son, to the polls today was so incredibly empowering too, and he felt it. And I told him, you right now did it for not only Sidra and Rima, which those images have never left any of us, but you also did it to protect our democracy.
Yep. Realistically, what does this do? I mean, it's simply to say that enough is enough, and that this will be a genuine threat to your re-election chances in the general if you don't fucking commit to ending the genocide in Gaza, right? I remember hearing someone talk about this a while ago, that there are around 200,000 Arab voters in Michigan, the state of Michigan, which of course is not enough to elect a candidate, but it certainly is enough to stop one from getting elected. So that's it. That's what's going on here. It's to basically try and show the administration that we will punish you if you don't do something about this. This is the democratic process. You have to do something about this. We are begging you. And that's understandable. To those who constantly reaffirm the duopoly, I must say, that's undemocratic. The notion that, like, oh, we have a democracy here, and if you don't vote for the Democratic Party, even if they don't give you anything you want, then technically you're voting for the other guy. Oh, okay. Well, all you're doing is further pushing people away from participating in the electoral process to begin with. The notion that our politicians are not supposed to earn our votes, but instead they are entitled to them, is a firmly held belief in the Democratic Party. That's how we got Hillary Clinton, and that's how we got Donald Trump. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating to see. Anyway. One of the strong, anyway, here, hold on. I'm talking about the Tiltify tweet. One of the strongest communities on the planet. Beyond. But yeah, for the record, before people, earlier people were like, oh man, people fucking hate you, like, you know, you get a lot of shit online. Like, how do you deal with it? And there were some questions like that. This is why. This is how. I have the absolute best community. The absolute best community. One of the strongest communities out there. We are a fucking powerhouse. And we put our money where our mouth is. So that's why. That's why I do it every day. Democrats have moved too far left for me. According to USA polling from the Harris poll, February 22nd, 69% agree, 31% disagree. Yeah. I agree. We're doing too much communism. That's what it is. That's what's going on. Anyway. Yeah. Request a Democratic ballot when voting uncommitted. Here.
That there's been some confusion on what to do when you get to your polling location. Layla's going to share a little bit about what steps you need to take in order to cast your Democratic ballot.
When you get to your polling location, you need to request a Democratic ballot. Once you have your Democratic ballot, vote uncommitted.
Please make sure you're sharing with all of your friends to go to your polling location, request a Democratic ballot, and vote uncommitted. Hey, Michigan, we understand that
if Democrats move any further, right, they'll just run a unity ticket with Trump as a Democratic nominee. But guess what? Ultimately, Democrats win in that situation. So it's a win-win, really. You know? Think about that. It would still be a Democrat winning. It's not about the issues, as we know. It's simply about the aesthetics of the Democrats winning. I was actually thinking about this in the shower earlier today. I was taking a shower earlier. I was thinking about this because, like, the type of person that loves habitually voting in this country, or the type of person that really follows politics, because the way that American politics work, is just someone who is simply entertained by this prospect, which is why I think it lends itself way more towards people who are personally invested in it as a team sport rather than an extraction of demands from your elected representatives. Because there's no real extraction of demands, it has not happened in many, many years, and it doesn't seem likely that it will happen anytime soon, that I feel as though people that are really invested in politics just simply are invested in it from the perspective of team sports, which is why they have they don't show any anger or resentment for the most part when the Democratic Party will be like, we are going to be the right-wing party actually, but still vote for us, please. Like, we are lapping the Republican Party from the we're lapping the Republican Party on issues that they are like really, really invested on, like a white nativist immigration policy. Because there's no other reason that people would not be offended and profoundly frustrated other than the fact that you just simply care about your team winning. Anyway, even sports fans yell at their own team because they know what a good game looks like. These types of voters are worse. Yeah, it's just pure sport, but beyond pure sport even. Anyway,